Widener Field, a slight chill in the air. Yeah, that washes it.
Haralampos Hansopoulos. Wow. Just a few days ago, Colorado Springs was hit with their worst winter storm in over 2 decades, but you wouldn't know it looking at Widener Field. A slight chill in the air, but outside of that, a perfect night to open up the home portion of the schedule for Switchbacks FC, as tonight they host a team that gave them fits in 2018, Sacramento Republic FC. An early happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome to Widener Field alongside Roland Vargas. I'm Ryan Kaufman, and Roland, a terrific way to start the season for Switchbacks FC out in Southern. Oh, wow. So it begins. Boom.
Still pro's pro. What?
They put a D next to Tyler Blackwood's name. I don't understand that.
5-3-2. Just a few days ago, Colorado Springs was hit with their worst winter storm in over 2 decades, but you wouldn't know it looking at Widener Field. A slight chill in the air, but outside of that, a perfect night to open up the home portion of the schedule for Switchbacks FC, as tonight they host a team that gave them fits in 2018, Sacramento Republic FC. An early happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome to Widener Field alongside Roland Vargas. I'm Ryan Kaufman, and Roland, a terrific way to start the season for Switchbacks FC out in Southern California last week.
Yeah, huge win, wonderful individual performance from Shane Malcolm. We'll talk about him. A wonderful 3 points for the Switchbacks, the best thing they could do to start their season.
Well, the next best thing would be getting a win tonight against the Sacramento team that I mentioned. Gave the Switchbacks problems last year. What was the issue that they hope to rectify tonight?
Well, Sacramento Republic FC is just a really quality organization, a quality team. We saw great performances, 2 winning goals against the Switchbacks last year from Vilian Bijev. He's going to be missing from the lineup. We'll see how big of a loss that is for Sacramento Republic.
Well, when you talk about who is left on the roster, the cupboard is not bare, especially when you have Stefano Bonomo on the club.
Yeah, former UC Berkeley star with the Golden Bears, Stefano Bonomo. He's going to be one of the forward players who's going to look to link play. They've got really a 4-headed monster up front to Sacramento Republic. Very talented team going forward, offensively explosive. They can cause any team in the USL problems.
Got his first taste of the USL Championship Western Conference coming over from Tampa Bay, where he played last year. And when you talk about the Switchbacks, you got to talk about this guy. What a weekend he had.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Well deserving of that USL Player of the Week. For Shane Malcolm, the Guam international, a wonderfully taken hat trick. He really linked play well as well. Dropped back defensively. He was an all-around performance, just tremendous from Shane Malcolm.
And Shane Malcolm was just one of the many heroes 1 week ago against LA Galaxy 2. So many of the new faces for the Switchbacks chipped in. Of course, Shane, not a stranger to Colorado Springs. Steve Tritchu, very happy to have him back in the fold.
Yeah, a huge player. One of the players that Steve Tritchu and the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC wanted to get back here, wanted to sign first. A really explosive player. He links the offense. Having him on one wing, Saeed Robinson on the other wing, that's a deadly combination for the Switchbacks.
Well, with the new league, the new affiliation, and an influx of new players, excitement is high here at Widener Field to get 3 points in front of the home crowd. When we come back, we will give you the starting lineups and the kickoff. Switchbacks, Sacramento Republic, next.
As a historic storm moved across Colorado, we didn't waste your time telling you that we were in storm mode or under a breaking weather alert. Instead of flash and gimmicks, we focused on important impacts to life in southern Colorado, such as the timing of the storm, who will see the rain, who will see the snow, and where travel will be dangerous. If you want a level-headed approach that lets you and your loved ones be prepared in a way that respects your time and intelligence, the Fox 21 Storm Team's got you covered.
If you leave me to my own device,
We are Empire. We are back.
your shades will not hold me down.
Lucius Lyon or Damon Cross? Whose freedom are you going to trade for your own?
There's lions inside.
Do I need to remind you that I'm married?
Do you want to be? I thought we had each other's back. That's what we do.
There's lions inside.
Every day, a new grenade blows up in my damn face.
Wednesday at 7 on Fox 21.
Oh, my love, I think I'm drowning. Take me down into the deep. Been so long since I've been found, yeah. Won't you come and rescue me?
Monday at 8 on Fox 21.
Thank you. Does she have a beard?
MasterChef Junior goes to the circus. And there's no clowning around.
Chop, 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 chop. I'm about to fight.
I'm not listening to a word the captain is saying.
Will a big top pressure cooker
Who's cooking the salmon? Touch that. It's cold.
be too much to juggle?
It's super hard to manage all you guys. I know you can do it. It is bad.
MasterChef Junior.
Tuesday at 7 on Fox 21.
Welcome back to Widener Field as we get you ready for the Switchbacks and Sacramento Republic FC in the home opener for Switchbacks FC. Of course, their season opener went extremely well, and we'll hope for more of the same here tonight as we take a look at the player walkout presented by Children's Hospital. A lot of anticipation, Roland, for this game here tonight.
Yeah, huge game. Great job by the field staff getting this thing cleared off as we see the players coming out there. Sacramento in the away white. Switchbacks in the home black and blue going to be going from left to right on your screen as you watch at home, and we'll take a look at the lineups here.
Yeah, first of all, for Sacramento Republic FC, in goal tonight, they will have Josh Cohen, and then in front of him, you'll have Mitch Tainer, Dekel Kennan, Shannon Gomez, and Haris Hansopoulos. In the midfield, one of their new additions, Sam Werner and Drew Skundrich, Tyler Blackwood and Ray Sari, Owasa and Bonomo, who we talked about up top. For Switchbacks FC, the loanee from the Colorado Rapids, Clint Irwin, will start in goal. More on him in a little bit. Kofi Apari, Jamal Jack, Jordan Bird, and Ish Jome across the back line. Schweitzer, Argueta, Milano in the midfield. Shane Malcolm, last week's hero, plus Syed Robinson, and an old face, Mike Seth, back with the club for 2019, will start up top as well. Roland, pleasure to do another season of Switchback Soccer with you.
Yeah, absolutely. You too, my friend. The Switchbacks are ready to go here. Jordan Schweitzer going to ping this ball out, looking out wide for the reigning USL Player of the Week, Shane Malcolm. What a performance that was from Shane. We talked about that in the Open out in Los Angeles and Carson, California, actually, against the Galaxy 2 last week.
And, of course, Jordan Burt, who's got eyes for this ball, will head it forward to Malcolm. He was on the USL Team of the Week bench, and he actually told you this week that maybe it was another teammate that was deserving of that.
Yeah, everybody at practice was singing the praises of Mike Seth and his performance in week 1. Really linked the play well, had a couple of assists, could have had 3 assists actually. They were lobbying for that, the Switchback staff, where Mike Seth, real all-around performance. He's going to lead the line tonight for the Switchbacks FC.
Ball played back to Cohen. He'll send this one downfield and headed away. Shane Malcolm has a beat on it. Will chest it forward. Sacramento again takes possession here. They haven't been able to quite crack the final third of the field, as here they'll lose it out. So Switchbacks FC will get a throw in here on the near side. Just a minute into this one. Home opener for Switchbacks FC. The newly minted captain, Jordan Burt, will throw this one in for Mike Seth, headed away from him. Sacramento reclaims possession on their back line, and now Shane Malcolm misses a tackle there. This one sent through. Clint Irwin will play this one. Switchbacks FC, of course, with a new player affiliation agreement with the Colorado Rapids. And we're already seeing some of the talent that the Rapids are sending down here. Fans of soccer in Colorado know the name Clint Irwin very well.
Yeah, they certainly do. He's had a good career in MLS as Clint Irwin. It's good to see him down here as you see Sacramento Republic getting a turnover in a good position, driving forward. Jordan Burt working back with the challenge, going to be called for a foul. This is a dangerous area and could be an early chance for Clint Irwin to get a save.
Yeah, it was Tyler Blackwood that got taken down here as you take a look at Blackwood. So we'll get our first set piece of the evening, and Sacramento will take this one here after some discussion as we take a look here at the replay before the free kick here, as Blackwood coming in there and then got tackled. Easy call there for the referee to make.
Yeah, it was. Irwin just going to line up as well. 89 appearances for the Rapids for Clint Irwin, 32 for Toronto FC, just north of the border. Played high school basketball with Steph Curry at Charlotte Christian School, and graduated a year after Steph and a year before Seth. You're into that with your various footwear collections, Ryan.
My kids have Steph Curry shoes. I don't.
Oh, settle down. I've seen otherwise. First set piece here is a dangerous one. Fancies the right footer. Going to try to whip this one over the wall and get it back down in time.
Hansopoulos getting ready to take this one. He was the goal-scoring hero last week for Sacramento. Sends it in, and that one just wide. Sacramento thinks that Clint Irwin tipped it. The referee says no, he did not, and it will be a goal kick for Switchbacks FC. Let's take a look at it again.
Yeah, very adamant that Hansopoulos' free kick was tipped over by Irwin. It doesn't look like it to me. It's very close. Referee's assistant was obviously helping out the referee as well. Nothing going there as we see Mike Seth and Syed Robinson putting some pressure on the Sacramento back line as the Switchbacks break forward. But that was a good early chance for Sacramento Republic. Really dangerous giving up free kicks in that kind of an area. And it'll look like Clint Irwin had it covered on that postage stamp corner in the end.
So now Sacramento will have it. A little bit of jawing back and forth there as Sacramento didn't like the fact that the Switchbacks threw the ball further back downfield. They'll place it,
and have a free kick here right in front of the Sacramento bench. This one sent high downfield to the top of the 18, headed first by Sacramento. Now both teams trying to get it, and now it will come out to Shane Malcolm. Watch him go. 3 goals last week. Dribbling through the midfield. Sorry, Roland.
I was just going to say it was a great break forward by Ronnie Argueta, just to open up that space for Shane Malcolm to cut inside there. Ronnie Argueta breaking from that central midfield position out to the right-hand side, letting Shane cut in. Unfortunately, the Switchbacks lost possession. It's been a good early spell for Sacramento Republic. They've been pressing the Switchbacks very high.
Sacramento with it on the far side of the field. They'll cross this one far post, and that one just kicked out of play. Not much that could be done with that shallow cross in there. So now Switchbacks FC will have a throw in. Jordan Burt, you see the captain wearing the armband. Kind of a guy that does it all for Switchbacks FC, played nearly every position last year, and just one of those guys that will do whatever he is asked and excel at it.
Yeah, it had a much more midfield role last week in Los Angeles. Good to see him in his more customary right back position. Native of Elkhart, Indiana, Jordan Burt. There for the Switchbacks at right back. Now this ball working out to Ishmael Joam. He'll push this forward to Saeed Robinson. Need to get players like Saeed Robinson, Shane Malcolm, who we've talked about at length already in this broadcast, more on the ball, get them involved for the Switchbacks FC.
Alex Milano turns it over. A ball through here for Sacramento. Good job by the Switchbacks. Ish Joam cutting off the Sacramento player to the ball as you take a look at Ish.
Yeah, it was a nice move from the left back. Ishmael Joam brings a lot of size to this Switchbacks back line. So you see Jordan Schweitzer dropping back from center midfield in to help the center backs here. Schweitzer picking up the ball again. Real midfield general for the Switchbacks now. Allows Ronnie Argueta push a little bit further forward, be more creative with Jordan Schweitzer able to hold in that central midfield position. Nice win by Jamal Jack.
Now Jordan Burt will play this up to Shane Malcolm again on the near side. Shane in a foot race. He's got a little separation from his man. Now bringing it towards the box. Does he have anyone to link up with? And just before, or no, it did go over the back line. Thought maybe Shane just kept it in play. It will be out for a Sacramento goal kick.
Yeah, unlucky for the Switchbacks. It was a good break forward. That's exactly what they're going to have to do to keep the team from California's capital city honest. They're going to have to break down the wings, get in behind Sacramento Republic FC, make sure they can win the ball back in some high areas. It's been Sacramento with the better of the chances so far here early on. Just 6 minutes and some change gone at Widener Field on, as you said, the season opener as that ball comes toward us.
Hopefully you had that.
I did not.
Okay. Shane Malcolm getting ready to just give this one to Jordan Burt, who will throw it in. First time the Switchbacks have gotten to set up in the Sacramento half of the field here. We'll see if they can generate an early chance. Haven't tested Cohen just yet. Throw in here to Seth. He'll head it out wide, looking for Shane Malcolm. Sacramento cut it off, but then they'll send it out. So quick throw in to Argueta, back to Burt. Jordan dribbles away from one defender, now plays it back to Jordan Schweitzer. Schweitzer back across midfield here to Jamal Jack. Jack sends it through the midfield side. Robinson tips it forward for Mike Seth, who tried to go for goal there, and it goes off the side of his foot and ends up rolling over the back line.
Yeah, just held up for Mike Seth, looking for that first-time volley. Very difficult skill, take that one out of the air. Seth just wasn't able to get the contact on it. It'll be a restart for Cohen. A lot of USL experience for Cohen. He's got the sun in his eyes, as you can see, but he'll get rid of this one. But better play last couple minutes from the Switchbacks FC, putting the visitors under some pressure, getting their central midfielders, including that man who we just saw head the ball out wide, Jordan Schweitzer on the ball. Here he is picking that up. Good play from Schweitzer over to Saeed Robinson.
Now Robinson to the middle for Argueta. He'll send it back to Jamal Jack. Jack plays this one forward to Argueta. Ronnie to the near side for Shane Malcolm. Something developing here for Switchbacks FC. Played through to Argueta. Ronnie gets taken down. No whistle, though. And Cohen comes up with the ball. Everyone here at Widener Field thought that we were going to see a foul called. We did not. And now Cohen deciding what to do with the ball. A couple of Switchbacks come up to force him to get it downfield, and he will. Ish Joam with a beat on it far side, and he'll just let it hop harmlessly out. Switchbacks with a throw-in. We welcome you to Widener Field. Ryan Kaufman alongside Roland Vargas for the home opener tonight for Switchbacks FC, coming off a 4-1 victory over LA Galaxy 2 last week. Sacramento Republic FC drew their season opener.
Yeah, difficult ball there, played right across the face.
Yeah, Wassa stepping in there.
Yeah, it was a real difficult ball being played right across the face in the back four, looking for Opara, I believe, but just not a smart pass there right across the face of your goalkeeper. And luckily for the Switchbacks FC, Sacramento Republic were not able to take advantage of that one. Jordan Schweitzer going to pick things up, just try to calm things down, move this ball out to Jamal Jack, and he'll bring it forward for the Switchbacks.
Tense early moments here for the home side, but we're still scoreless. Alex Milano, what a pickup he has been. I know it's only been 1 week, but so impressed with this young man. Went to a USL championship with Swope Park Rangers. This guy brings a winning pedigree to the Switchbacks.
Yeah, I really like Alex Milano being dropped into that midfield alongside the man who's got the ball right here, Ronnie Argueta and Jordan Schweitzer. It's a lot of experience, it's a lot of quality in that engine room for the Switchbacks. And Milano really, as you said, brings that experience. Jordan Burt trying to get forward down the right-hand side there. See some hands to the face off the ball. Referee's going to give that against the Switchbacks.
Yeah, Jordan Burt getting tied up there with Midge Taintor. And it will be a free kick here for Sacramento. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the finest leagues in the world. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. For the latest Select products and special offers, please visit selectsportamerica.com. As we take a look here at the replay of that last sequence, Tainer and Burt getting tied up, and looked like Tainer maybe threw an elbow back at Jordan Burt, but they whistle the Switchbacks captain for the foul.
Yeah, unlucky Jordan Burt seeing that one go against him. That ball played long. Just going to be ushered out. Good job there by the Switchbacks, just letting that one go long by a new young man. You get a look at him there, Kofi Opare on loan from the Rapids, along with Clint Irwin. Jamal Jack now with the restart, and the referee just going to blow that one back. He wasn't happy with that. But yeah, really unlucky to see that foul go against Jordan Burt. Looked like Jordan Burt had a beat on that one. The arms were raised. Went against the Switchbacks captain. He'll look for the ball on the right-hand side. If he can pick it up from Opare now, he's just going to direct Jordan Schweitzer.
And Schweitzer up to Mike Seth. Now back to Ronnie Argueta, who served as the Switchbacks captain 2 years ago. Signed with Fresno last offseason. But he missed Colorado Springs so much that he decided to come back, and certainly the Switchbacks faithful are happy to have Ronnie back in the Switchbacks uniform.
Yeah, you talked about it, him having the captaincy a couple of years ago. He really brings that leadership in on the field, off the field, stays late after practice almost every day. Ronnie Argueta leading his teammates. This is a great player for the Switchbacks to have back, really important in the center midfield. Now Shane Malcolm can pick up this ball.
Yeah, Malcolm just outside the box, plays this one out wide to Ish Jome. Now Jome trying to make his move, sends this one in, and a Switchbacks player was taken down from behind. Looked like Mike Seth got rolled up pretty good by a Sacramento defender, and Seth gets up in disbelief.
Yeah, he sure did. Mike Seth using his body to shield that ball as it came in. Defender went through him. Referee's gonna deem that he got some of the ball here. So great job by the crew. Ish whipping that ball in with the left foot. Seth just going for the near post flick and cleared out in the end. Unlucky there for the Switchbacks. Good run though by Mike Seth into that near post area.
Jordan Burt heads this one to Opare. Now up to Jordan Schweitzer. Can't quite get to it, but Milano is there. Back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer did not play last week against LA Galaxy 2. Took a knock early in the week. Told me yesterday that he felt good enough to play, but a long season they wanted to certainly save him if they could. And of course, talking about Jordan Schweitzer, he's one of the returning Switchbacks. He's in the minority. So many new players for the Switchbacks team. It's really astounding as the ball goes wide to the near side for Blackwood. Really astounding that the Switchbacks showed that much really teamwork last week with so many new faces, but they sure look good. 8 new players making their debuts, plus Ronnie Argueta and Mike Seth on their re-debuts as Clint Irwin makes the save.
Yeah, it just speaks to the coaching staff and what they've been able to do here in Colorado Springs, how hard they've worked in the preseason. You talked about some real difficult weather conditions for the Switchbacks to be able to practice. They've had some practices moved indoors, but really clicking on that in that performance against LA on the road. Obviously with the 4 goals, the hat trick from Shane Malcolm, but Shane Malcolm gave credit to Mike Seth as well. It was a team performance. A lot of players stepped up. A lot of new faces showed up and showed out, did really well. And you see that again tonight with a couple more debuts being handed out for the Switchbacks here this evening with the goalkeeper and also in the defense as well. So big for the Switchbacks. It's a bit of a revolving door, but that partnership with the Rapids is certainly proving dividends so far.
Here comes Sacramento. Jordan Burt stalled him just a bit. Not out of the woods, though, as Milano steps up to take that one away. Wassa was bearing down on the Switchbacks back line. Switchbacks so good last year defensively, one of the harder teams to score against in Sacramento. Found out that the 2019 version looks to be just as tough to score against as Jordan Burt brings it up the near side, plays it to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm out wide to Mike Seth. Seth dribbling towards the top of the 18, gives it off to Malcolm. Malcolm trying to play it through, was looking for Saeed Robinson, and immediately Saeed put up his hand. He knew that he was the one making the mistake there, as Shane Malcolm had a great idea, and Robinson just didn't finish the run.
Yeah, Shane Malcolm looking for that run from outside in from Saeed Robinson, just unable to find him, as you said. I was unlucky for the Switchbacks. It was a nice little passage of play to get that space, and they've got the ball back now, having a much better go of it the last few minutes of the Switchbacks. This is a good position for Alex. Milano just sees that ball run a little bit long, but the Switchbacks will work themselves a throw in on the far side of the field.
Hansopoulos will send that one out of play, so it'll be Switchbacks possession here on the far side. And we're actually, I think, going to get a corner kick here.
Yeah, I thought the ref.
So now a Phil Long corner kick, the first of the game for Switchbacks FC. Alex Milano will take it. Of course, this is how the Switchbacks scored their first goal against LA Galaxy 2. Milano to Seth to Malcolm. We'll see if the same thing happens here. Milano sends it in. That one headed away by Sacramento. This one will be kept in play here by Milano and just lands on top of the goal as Milano nearly tucked that one in.
Yeah, you can see that ball fluttering up in the wind. You can see the flags from the trailheads behind Cohen in goal there. It looked like he had that one covered, but just onto the roof of the net. So we get a great look there at head coach Steve Tritchu, assisted as always by Woldy Harris just behind him there, and the goalkeeping coach Trey Harrington. Head coach, the only head coach the Switchbacks have ever known, Steve Tritchu, on the far side of the field dealing with the sun as well as Cohen. Good win there by Sacramento Republic. Referee's going to play an advantage.
So here comes Sacramento Republic FC. As now the Switchbacks are able to take it away. They'll start up the field here. Colorado Computer Support, your IT professionals, as the ball is played down to Jordan Burt. Burt kicks it out wide here to Shane Malcolm, sends that one in. It was blocked out by Tainer, and we'll have another corner kick for the Switchbacks, and Alex Milano will go down to take this one as well. Yeah, what I was just going to say, Roland, before we see our Z-Trip corner, one of the priorities for Steve Tritchu this offseason was to bring in set-piece specialists. Jome is one of them who's very good in that spot, and then, of course, Alex Milano.
Yeah, such a devilish right foot, Alex Milano. He can whip the ball over. This is going to be an outswinger, obviously, from the right-hand side, but the Switchbacks, both center backs forward for this one, so they've got a lot of height in the box.
And this one sent in. It got Jordan Burt initially, but he couldn't corral it, and Sacramento sends this one back across midfield. So 2 corner kicks don't yield any goals. We remain scoreless here, approaching the 18th minute of play at Widener Field as Schweitzer tries to get to Seth. It's taken away. Sacramento now with it. They'll play it to the near side. Blackwood, who's been very active, has it on the near side. He'll give that one off to Iwasa. Iwasa plays it down to Blackwood, maybe looking for a cross here, working on Jordan Schweitzer. He sends it in, headed away by Jamal Jack. Now Milano waiting for it. It's kicked out. Who is it off of, though? They'll say it's off of Milano, and the Sacramento Republic Club will have a throw-in here as Tainer goes down the line to throw it in.
Yeah, good job by the Switchbacks holding a high line defensively, not letting Sacramento Republic FC get in behind them there. See what they can do. Tainer has the ability to reach the edge of the box. He'll do just that quite easily, try to whip this ball in with the right foot.
And he sends it in, far post here. A Sacramento player slipped Ball ends up going out. Good no call there by the referee. Ishjome was certainly a reason that ball went out. Colorado Technical University, invest in your future at CTU.
Alex Milano now dropping back to pick up the ball for the Switchbacks. Lovely little flick off there from Shane Malcolm into the feet of Jordan Burt.
Burt over to Argueta. Ronnie plays it out wide to Ishjome. Jome chips this one in, headed away by Sacramento and now cleared out. As Jome tries to run it down, and this one will stay in play.
Yeah, great tracking back by the left back from the Switchbacks there as Alex Milano going to recycle, looking out wide for Shane Malcolm.
This one over the head of Tainer, right on the feet of Malcolm. Gives it up to Argueta. Ronnie tees it up, going far post, a little bit too strong there.
Yeah, just got caught between two minds, I think, there. Ronnie Argueta, as he puts up his hand, didn't know whether to whip that ball to the far post or go for the strike. We know how powerful he is with that right foot. Ronnie Argueta maybe looking for the top corner. That ball just sails wide and high of Cohen's net. But a good chance from the Switchbacks. It was a pinpoint pass out wide from Milano onto the right foot of Shane Malcolm to start that attack for the Switchbacks FC after great tracking back by Ishjome at the left back position.
As we take a look here at the replay, Malcolm gives it up to Argueta, and he has all types of green in front of him. And as you said, just maybe undecided whether to try and feed Mike Seth there on the far post or not. And it sails high and wide. Meanwhile, back to live action as the Switchbacks regain possession. Schweitzer with it, over to Argueta. Plays this one back to Opari. To Burt, good ball movement here from the Switchbacks. Now Blackwood able to take it away. Shane Malcolm comes up to help, and he dribbles it away. Out to Saeed Robinson. Nutmegs his defender. Now plays this one to the middle for Alex Milano. With the head of steam, Milano now slows it up. Still dribbling, takes a shot. That one goes off of a Sacramento defender. Switchback still with it. Here's Malcolm to the top of the box for Milano. Alex still with it. He'll fire. Headed away by Sacramento.
Yeah, what a wonderful passage of play by the Switchbacks. They've still got the ball now. Saeed Robinson looking to whip that one in with the right foot. Just doesn't get enough purchase on it, but Jordan Schweitzer's there to clean up as always.
To Argueta. Now Sacramento gets in there, sends one high in the air. Opari tracking in. Will head it forward for Burt, who then fires it off of Blackwood. And it'll be out for a Switchbacks throw-in. Fans, follow the Switchbacks and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+, home to the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at espnplus.com. Of course, that's how you and I watched these Switchbacks last week. You also checked out a little Sacramento Republic matchup with Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Jordan Burt with it. Burt plays it to the far post. Headed just wide. My goodness, Saeed Robinson nearly put the Switchbacks on top. You could not have drawn it up any better, but the header from Robinson just slithers out of bounds. And it will be a goal kick for Switchbacks FC. I think Saeed's saying maybe the sun maybe had a roll there. Let's see.
Yeah, wonderful from Jordan Burgess to change the point of attack, putting that ball on a plate for Saeed Robinson with the left foot. Jordan Burt cutting in from that right-hand side as we get a good look at the young Jamaican there, Saeed Robinson. So unlucky to see that header just flash wide, but the Switchback starting to get some better chances now on that Sacramento Republic net. But Saeed Robinson and Shane Malcolm so dangerous on the wings for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. That was the best chance of the game so far for the home side. Nice step forward by Ronnie Argueta, lays it off beautifully to Jordan Burt. Switchbacks are full of steam right now.
Burt now will slow it up, plays it over to Argueta, now to the middle for Milano, right back to Ronnie. Sidesteps the defender, gives it up to Milano once more. Alex trying to get away from his defender, who's got all sorts of shirt there. And a whistle will go against Iwasa, committing the foul there. Quick restart. Argueta to Saeed Robinson. May he have another chance. Goes down in the box, no whistle. Sacramento comes away with it. Now Schweitzer tries to play it. Now taken away by Iwasa. Here comes Sacramento. Sacramento plays it over the far side. That's Iwasa trying to link up with Sam Werner, who assisted on Sacramento's only goal last week. Good look at Werner there, one of the new additions
for Sacramento. Both he and Hansopoulos, both new members of a team in Sacramento, largely unchanged from last year. Why mess with the good thing? But those two guys already paying dividends for them.
Yeah, they certainly have. They combined really well for that goal, as you said last week against Real Monarchs of Salt Lake City. Once again, it was good working back on the left back position from Ish Jome for the Switchbacks FC, but that was a good chance for Sacramento Republic. They really break fast when they're able to get forward, get in behind the Switchbacks like they did there.
This one sent in, headed away by Switchbacks FC. It'll go out, and it looks like Sacramento is going to tee up their first corner kick of the evening as we are still scoreless here. 24th minute. Looks like Wassa's going to take this one.
Our first Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick of the game. As you said, get a good look there at Tyler Blackwood.
No, pardon me on that. It's actually Ray Sorry who's going to take this one.
Yeah, former member of S2 up in Seattle. Actually, Tulsa Gold Hurricane as well.
Sorry sends this one in. Plenty of leg, headed back towards the goal, but Clint Irwin is there to grab it out of the air, and he sends it way downfield. Initially, it wasn't seen by Shannon Gomez, but then he was able to corral it, send it back to his keeper. Now Cohen gets it up to Gomez on the far side.
That was such a comfortable catch from Clint Irwin. Brings so much experience. Switchbacks winning the ball back in a good position. Ronnie Argueta just going to slow it down, look for some help.
Argueta battling in the midfield, gets taken down. That'll be a quick restart here for Switchbacks FC. As Argueta waiting for his team to get in position. They'll take a little bit added time here, want to get everybody set. It looks like Jamal Jack's going to come up and play it, and quickly he chips this one forward for Ish Jome. Can't run under it. Gomez sends it away, and now Owasa comes up with it.
It was a smart idea, looking for the run down the left wing from Ish Jome. Now Saeed Robinson working back very diligently, filling into that position as Ish Jome is still pushed up the field in that left back spot. Shane Malcolm doing a good job defensively as well, watching that run on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Mitch Tainer with it, tangled up there with Shane Malcolm. And no whistle there. A little bit, just one of those 50-50 things. They both got tangled up with each other. And no whistle, ball goes out. We'll take a look here.
Shane Malcolm doing a real good job tracking back. Tainer pushing forward from that left back position. Referee now buying that one. On-wing play is Jome now with a lot of space on the left-hand side.
Yeah, Jome working his way up. Been very active from his left back spot. He'll take a shot. That one goes high over the crossbar and out.
Yeah, just leaning back, wasn't able to get his knee above that one. Nice move forward. A bit static from his teammates, so he decided to take that strike on. They're going to get a good look there, at Ish Jome. One of those debuts we talked about for the Switchbacks last weekend in Carson, California, against the Galaxy 2.
Of course, Jome, a member of Minnesota United when they came into MLS a couple of years ago.
What a beautiful new stadium they have there. Twin Cities, Jordan Schweitzer now going to win that ball back. And a bit of a loose touch there from the Switchbacks head coach Steve Tritchu, but he'll recycle to Saeed Robinson.
Got the job done though, as the ball is thrown into Milano. He'll play this one up to Seth. Mike Seth goes down, no whistle here as we play on. Sacramento with it. Wassa looked to turn it upfield but didn't have the ball with him. Now Werner sends this one to the near side, nobody home. Goal kick coming up.
It's easy for the Switchbacks to defend that long ball going in. You can hear just how active Clint Irwin is. Goals, we get a good look there at the Sacramento Republic staff.
Sacramento Republic FC here in 2019, off to a decent start with a row tie, and now looking to get their first win of the campaign as Ish Jome works his way up the field to throw this one in for Switchbacks FC. Quick throw in here. Taken away by Sacramento. Now they'll play this one forward. Owasa with it. Ronnie Argueta coming from behind to take it away. Ball's loose out to the near side. Tainer had a beat on it. Ended
ended up hopping off of his foot and out. Quick throw in here from Burt to Shane Malcolm. Tried to get around his defender, could not. Ball rolls back to Burt. Now Jordan looks upfield. Plays this one up to Seth. Back to Burt. Burt turning around, playing it back to Schweitzer. Switchbacks reverse fields here with Ish Jome, and headed it to a Sacramento player. That was Werner. Sacramento Republic looking to move it up the field. Werner lays it back. Sacramento looks to get their shape here, as they'll now play it back to Cohen. Tainer with it on the near side. Sends that one downfield to Ish Jome running after it. And he can just let this one go over the back line for another goal kick.
Yeah, we're very aware of the run in behind him there was Ish Jome. As you said, just letting that ball run long. Clint Irwin will restart. Hasn't had a ton to do so far. Clint Irwin had that early free kick that he had well covered. Might have gotten just a fingertip to it, but it was going wide anyway, just barely wide. Defenders have done a good job for the Switchbacks FC in front of their new goalkeeper in tonight.
Wassa looking for Werner. Can't link up with him. So we'll see Clint Irwin showing off those goal kick skills one more time. This time he'll play it back to Opari. Now Schweitzer trying to get it to Shane Malcolm. It was taken away by Tainer. And now Opari will be whistled for the foul there. Climbed up the back of Wassa. Free kick coming up for Sacramento Republic FC.
Yeah, veteran play from Iwasa there. Just felt the defender in behind him, the former UC Irvine star with the Anteaters. Just knew exactly where the defender was, feels that contact. As soon as he does, he goes down just there. It's going to be another dangerous free kick, perhaps just a little bit too far out to worry a goalkeeper of Clint Irwin's quality in this kind of range, but they brought their center backs forward. Be crashing the penalty spot perhaps here. I doubt they'll take a direct strike at goal from this kind of range against the goalkeeper of Clint Irwin's caliber.
It'll be Werner and Sari who will each act like they're going to take it. It'll be Sari, curls it to the far post, headed, and now a whistle going against Sacramento. Jamal Jack as he went up for that one. Nobody wins a 50-50 ball against Jamal Jack.
The strongest players in the USL, Jamal Jack. Great player to be able to build your central defense around. It was a nice ball in right on top of the penalty spot. It was a lovely ball, but just reaching over the back there. Certainly it was a foul. Referee blew it. Switchback's going to restart. It's the young Israeli Declan Kynan that was whistled for the foul there. He used to play for FC Cincinnati last year. Long career in England, played for Blackpool, Crystal Palace, Bristol City, and Cardiff in Wales. As a long career in his homeland in Israel. Jordan Burt working back.
Now Opari will give this one up to Jordan Schweitzer, to Ronnie Argueta. Some space for Ronnie to work. Gets taken down, but nope, the whistle did eventually come. Just only a slight whistle as Milano restarts, trying to get it to Shane Malcolm. You could tell the Switchbacks in the last few minutes are really looking for number 23. They know he's still got the hot hand, so to speak, and maybe they're forcing it just a bit as Sacramento curls this one far post. A little bit of trouble for Clint Irwin, but it eventually ends up rolling out. And there was Stefano Bonomo, our highlighted player from the pregame.
Yeah, I went for the curler there to Bonomo. For 24 goals and 64 appearances with the Red Bulls 2 USL Championship the last couple of years, looking for that far post, but Clint Irwin doing a good job of covering that one. Switchbacks, Milano now looking for that run of Mike Seth on the far side of the field. They've got to get Seth more involved in this game. Such a dangerous player offensively.
Now Seth gets it to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm in the box, doing his thing, gives it off to Seth, and again, the Switchbacks either not fully adjusted to the altitude or just so excited for this home opener that they've skied a few ones. You can get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores, plus get reminders on the Switchbacks next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Switchbacks FC repossess the ball in the midfield. Saeed Robinson with it. Over to Alex Milano. Milano to Shane Malcolm on the near side, just out of his reach. Tainer and Malcolm battling for it, and it will be last out on Shane.
Yeah, good high press from Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. They're going to try to press high as well now. Pin Sacramento Republic in their corner here. Get a good look there. Field level camera. Sacramento Republic just getting themselves a couple more yards in front of the assistant referee.
Taylor throwing that one in, immediately gets the ball back, sends this one downfield, headed away by Switchbacks FC. Now Jordan Burr with it, but a foul called beforehand. And a free kick coming up for Sacramento Republic FC.
Yeah, this will let Sacramento take a little bit of pressure off their back line. See Alex Milano just trying to hold the midfield line high for the Switchbacks. Josh Cohen's going to get us back underway here for Sacramento Republic. Give a shout out to everybody in California's capital city watching at the New Glory Craft Brewery at the watch party tonight.
This one played up the field, now sent downfield by Sacramento, and this one will go out again. Both of these teams right now, Roland, can't seem to find the range here. It seems like every shot, every long ball, which both teams like to employ quite a bit, are just not holding up enough.
Yeah, something just not clicking in the midfield. I think the midfields are just sort of canceling each other out, for lack of a better term. So far, we've seen some good play from the Switchbacks. They've had that three in the midfield of Argueta, Schweitzer, and Milano. They need to get their wingbacks, including this man Joe Moore, involved going forward. They got Jordan Burt the ball a little bit earlier in the first half. And when they do that, they're so dangerous to Switchbacks FC. But so far, Sacramento Republic really diligent defensively, really working back, keeping the Switchbacks obviously off the board. And for the Switchbacks themselves, they're pressing high. They're making it difficult for the visitors. Conditions are perfect here for soccer. Chilly evening, but good conditions. But Sacramento Republic, as you said, just a little bit disjointed, haven't been able to get too much between their forward three to really worry the Switchbacks so far.
Good header there by Switchbacks FC. Now Ish Jome will play this one back to Kofi Apari. Looks upfield, gives this one off to Milano. Now to the near side, Jordan Burt chests it down, controls, gets around Blackwood, over to Milano. Now through the midfield to Argueta. Argueta over to Jome. Jome gets around a defender. Referees allow him to play on. Here's Jome dribbling through, gave that one off, and now taken away from Ronnie Argueta as Sacramento tries to break back the other way. Played forward for Wassa, out of his reach, and the Switchbacks get it back quickly.
And it opens up so much for the Switchbacks FC when they're able to get those wingbacks involved. Jome there with another great step forward. We've seen that a couple times from the left back. Saeed Robinson doing his best to help out defensively when Jome does make those steps forward, but that's a really important part of the Switchbacks game. They got to keep going to that well and see if they can get those wingbacks push as far forward as they can, really stretch the Sacramento defense.
Ish Jome will throw this one in right in front of the brand new USL Championship logo. An exciting time for American soccer. The USL Championship now in place as this ball is sent in by Schweitzer to no one in particular, taken away by Sacramento. Wassa will turn it upfield, only for a moment though. Taken away, Colorado Springs with it. Saeed Robinson to Ronnie Argueta. Ronnie directing traffic, plays it short to Jordan Burt. Burt back to Milano. Right back to Burt, two-man game. Now Burt strikes it forward, and that one is headed away by Sacramento. Ball is still loose in the box, and Mike Seth tried to get it up to Argueta, and it's tipped away by Sacramento. Maybe better served to turn and fire himself, but it's easier to make guys be more selfish than less selfish. So if you're Steve Tritchio, I suppose you take that decision. From Mike Seth as Sacramento slowly works the ball upfield. Put it out wide. Now sent into the box, headed away by Milano. Right to Sacramento player, rips it towards goal. Hit somebody. Looked like a Sacramento play.
Yeah, he hit his own teammate there. That ball goes well wide. It was a nice strike, but well wide of Clint Irwin's goal. Won't trouble Rapids. Low knee. So we see him taking his time here just to restart things for the Switchbacks.
And plays it short. Jamal Jack with it. Now put his left foot through it. Headed by Sacramento, and they'll get it back once more in the midfield. Sorry, Iwasa. Now Sacramento back, tracking just a bit. Now Werner trying to work his way down the far side. Picked up by Joan. Now back. Here's a shot in. And once again, it was deflected away. Sacramento still with it, though. And now the Switchbacks able to take it away, and Burt fires it off of his defender and out for a goal kick. Let's take a look at Stefano Bonomo, involved in that last tussle there with Jordan Burt. And now Clint Irwin will tee this one up one more time.
Yeah, made the move east to west. Bonomo did, moving from the Tampa Bay Rowdies to Golden State. Mike Seth going up to challenge for that one. Looked like it was almost going to fall for Syed Robinson. Doesn't in the end.
And now Iwasa trying to split two defenders, brings it into the box, takes a shot, and Irwin reached up for it. Did he clip it? He did not. Second time where, and that's a vet right there, Roland, going up and then realizing that maybe this one is already off course, so I won't reach those fingertips out.
Yeah, exactly. He knew where he was. It was a good break forward, though, for Cameron Iwasa. Got himself in a nice little groove in between those two Switchbacks defenders, but just unable to keep his strike down as the Switchbacks upset to see that free kick going against them. Looked like they had an odd man rush there. If Alex Milano was able to take that ball under control, just wasn't able to do that after the referee's whistle. They'll try to work it out to the far side of the field once the referee's pushing them back just inside their half, which we're still waiting for here. And finally we can take the free kick.
Ball played up here to Sari in the middle of the field. Now back across the stripe to Iwasa on the near side. A wide detainer. He'll send that one down, but it ends up just barely getting over the sideline and out for a quick throw in. Jordan Burt. And now there are two balls in play, which would add another layer of drama, but is not in the official USL Championship.
Yeah, both brothers Jordan had a ball there, Burt and Schweitzer. Now we're back underway. Jordan Burt in that right back position, looking for Shane Malcolm. There he is again, Switchbacks captain.
Sacramento able to control it after a few headers, sending it downfield, headed away. Good job by Jamal Jack, but Sacramento still ends up with it. Play it to the near side for Blackwood. Blackwood with Jordan Burt on him. Blackwood will send it far side. Apari, good header away. Sacramento still with it. Now is Joan able to take it away. Now Joan looks to run it up the field. Joan plays this one through. Syed Robinson trying to get on the other end. He just barely gets beat out by Gomez. And now the ball touches Robinson on the way out.
Yeah, unlucky there for the Switchbacks FC. Great break forward from Ish Jom on the left wing. Just unable to work a teammate into a shooting position on that one. Cohen will restart for Sacramento Republic.
Cohen waiting for his teammates to get it downfield before he sends it their way, and now he does. Ish Jom with the header. Geta tries to head it again. Ball ends up on the foot of Alex Milano. Shane Malcolm. Shane patient to the near side for Milano one more time. Malcolm gives it right back to him. Now over to Argueta. Back to Jordan Burt. Time dwindling here in the first half. Switchbacks FC want to make sure their next chance is their best chance. Zapari sends that over to Jamal Jack. Jack looking up the field. He'll dribble it up just a bit. Likes to dabble in the offensive end. Gives it up to Seth. Now over to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm one-on-one. He likes Shane's chances here. He'll take it towards the touchline. Sends it forward. Save made by Cohen. And now Sacramento clears it out. Cohen with a terrific save to keep the Switchbacks off the board. If that one wasn't going to go in far post, certainly there were reinforcements on that side that would have had an easy tap in if not for Josh Cohen.
Yeah, really smart save by the former Phoenix Rising and OC goalkeeper Josh Cohen. Here's Shane Malcolm, just fires that ball across the face. Does a good job. That ball could have gone anywhere, but luckily for Sacramento Republic, there wasn't a switchback player on hand to tap that one home. But good strong hands from Cohen there to make the initial save from Shane Malcolm, who did a good job to whip that ball in across the face of goal. As Jordan Schweitzer going to be put under a little bit of pressure, but he's going to be bailed out by Opare.
Now up to Argueta as he sags back a little bit. When he was with the Switchbacks in his first stint, more of a defensive midfielder, got a chance with Fresno to go forward a little bit more. Now that he's back in Colorado Springs with Jordan Schweitzer, he can still go forward a little bit, but still has that defensive mindset every once in a while, likes to go back there and help defend.
Yeah, he certainly does, but as you said, with Jordan Schweitzer being back there, it gives Ronnie Argueta a little bit more license to be a little bit more creative, get on the ball, ping the ball out wide, which he did so well. And as you said, in that first stint with the Switchbacks, it was really great to see that two-headed monster in the middle of midfield with Argueta and that man on the ball right there. Jordan Schweitzer feeding it into Alex Milano, who's the third member of that diamond in midfield for the Switchbacks.
Now Owasso with it, working on Shane Malcolm, will give this one up. Now Mike Seth lurking, always lurking. Mike Seth ready to pounce on a ball. Sacramento has to be careful with him around as they'll play it forward. And we'll have no stoppage time, which is an interesting, weird flex, but okay. It will be a TikTok shop stoppage time. And there is no stoppage time, but shout outs to our friends at the TikTok shop. So through 45 minutes of play, nothing doing between the Switchbacks and Sacramento Republic FC. It certainly had its high points, but no goals for either side. And when we come back, we will show you the highlights. We have a special guest, and we'll take a look around the USL again at the half, 0-0 in Colorado Springs.
To my own device.
We are Empire. We are back.
Lucius Lyon or Damon Cross? Whose freedom are you going to trade for your own?
Do I need to remind you that I'm married?
Do you want to be? I thought we had each other's back. That's what we do.
Every day, a new grenade blows up in my damn face.
Wednesday at 7 on Fox 21.
You might be smart, but are you a mental samurai?
A mental samurai has brains.
Which of these is an alpaca?
The one in the middle, lock it in.
Correct.
Well played.
A mental samurai is fast.
Shakespeare, Top Gun,
Guitar Hero, yes!
A mental samurai
wow, oh my God, lock it in!
is ready for action.
Strapped up like a Saturday night.
Mental Samurai.
Tuesday at 8 on Fox 21.
When a storm for the record books moved through Colorado, we didn't waste time telling you, we're going to be in storm mode, we're going to be in a breaking weather alert. Instead of flash and gimmicks, we focused on the impacts. Who's going to get rain? Who's going to get snow? Where the wind would be strongest and how strong it would be when travel would become dangerous and life-threatening. If you want a level-headed approach that lets you and your loved ones know what to expect in a way that respects your time and intelligence, the Fox 21 Storm Team's got you covered.
Thank you. Does she have a beard?
Master Chef Junior goes to the circus. And there's no clowning around.
Chop, 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 chop. I'm about to fight.
I'm not listening to a word the captain is saying.
Will a big top pressure cooker
Who's cooking the salmon? Touch that. It's cold.
be too much to juggle?
It's super hard to manage all you guys. I know you can do it. It is bad.
Master Chef Junior.
Tuesday at 7 on Fox 21.
What does it take to be a champion? Skill, strength, vision, an unrelenting desire to prove your worth week in, week out. An army of fans behind you screaming your name. And sometimes just a bit of luck. For 631 games over the course of the next 9 months, 22 players will step on the field to answer the question, why will it be you and not them? And the 36 teams, from the champions of yesterday to the challengers of tomorrow, only one will be right.
To soccer fans across the United States, we want to say thank you for helping to create the most impressive, well-attended USL opening weekend in our history. With your support, we welcomed record crowds of over 91,000 fans to USL stadiums last weekend, and with over 3 million expected by the end of this season. This is a special moment, and if you're new to the USL, you're joining us at the most exciting time in league history. With more clubs and more games than ever before, the USL Championship is establishing itself as one of the premier second divisions in professional soccer around the world. In 2019 alone, we've welcomed to the USL family 7 new expansion teams in New Mexico, El Paso, Austin, Memphis, Birmingham, Hartford and Loudoun. That's 7 new communities who now have professional soccer in their own backyard, and 7 new communities where local youth can now see a direct path to fulfilling their dreams of becoming professionals themselves. We're also reaching more people than ever before, courtesy of our partnership with ESPN+. Every single USL Championship game available online, and another 8 now shown on national television. More fans than ever before now can watch USL soccer from the comfort of their own home. So thank you, soccer fans. Thank you for joining us for what will be the biggest season in USL history.
Welcome back inside Widener Field, where the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC are tied 0-0 at the half with Sacramento Republic. Been a good first half here. Chilly conditions at Widener Field. We're going to get more on that in just a moment from Ryan Kaufman, who's unfortunately stationed outside in the brisk breeze. But good played first half, 0-0. Chances abounded for both teams. Neither team getting too much on net in that first 45 minutes. As we take a look at the players warming up here, we'll take a look at the standings as well in just a moment in the USL Championship. Obviously just a week in to this USL Championship in 2019. But out west, we'll get a look at the standings in just a moment. See the players going through their paces here. The substitutes, no substitutes used in the first half by either team. Very well played game in the first half. Sacramento Republic came in, had a better of the game in the opening couple of minutes, but then the Switchbacks got back into things. Really put Cohen in the Sacramento goal under a little bit of pressure. But neither goalkeeper being forced into too many great saves. But we've got a special guest standing by with my broadcast partner, Ryan Kaufman, outside in the chilly breeze, and I'll throw it to that right now. Ryan, you're good to go.
Thank you. I am here with a very special guest, Jim Vigil. He is the Senior Food Service Manager of Pepsi. Welcome out to Widener Field.
Thanks, Ryan. Glad to be here.
Well, we're excited for another exciting season of Switchbacks FC football. So let's talk about the partnership between the Switchbacks and Pepsi. What made this such a good fit for you guys over at Pepsi?
Well, we're excited about the partnership, and we do a lot of partnerships around town, and this is just one way for Pepsi to stay connected with the community, our way of giving back, and it's an exciting time for the Switchbacks as well with the new stadium downtown and the whole revitalization downtown. So, you know, we're excited about the future. I think the Switchbacks have a great future, and we want to be part of it. So we're excited about our 5-year partnership.
Well, that is a great commitment on the behalf of Pepsi. So let's talk about you guys. Everyone knows you as the drink guys, but you guys so much more, so many products. What should Switchbacks fans be aware of?
Yeah. A lot of people know Pepsi because of Pepsi and Mountain Dew, but there are a lot of other products that we sell. Our portfolio is pretty extensive. In addition to Pepsi and Mountain Dew, we also have ready-to-drink coffee, ready-to-drink tea, and Lipton and Starbucks. We have, of course, Gatorade isotonics. We have Muscle Milk. We have Naked Juice. So part of our portfolio, or a large part of our portfolio, a little over 50%, is made up of healthier for you, better for you products. And so it's not just the Pepsi and Dew that we sell, it's those healthier for you products as well. In addition to Pepsi and Dew, we have Aquafina, of course. We just introduced Bubbly, introduced the Life Water. So we've got just about every beverage category covered. So yeah, we're pretty excited about our portfolio.
And I have half of those in my fridge. This is for me, right, Jim?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
That's for you. That's
Jim
for you.
Vigil, the Senior Food Service Manager for Pepsi. Thank you so much. Enjoy the second half.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it.
You bet. When we come back, we'll have the second half from Widener Field. Colorado Springs and Sacramento, scoreless.
You might be smart, but are you a mental samurai?
A mental samurai has brains.
Which of these is an alpaca?
The one in the middle, lock it in.
Correct.
Well played.
A mental samurai is fast.
Shakespeare, Top Gun,
Guitar Hero. Yes!
A mental samurai
Wow. Oh my God. Lock it in.
is ready for action.
It's wrapped up like a Saturday night.
Mental Samurai.
Tuesday at 8 on Fox 21.
Thank you. Does she have a beard?
Master Chef Junior goes to the circus. And there's no clowning around.
Chop, 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 chop. I'm about to fight.
I'm not listening to a word the captain is saying.
Will a big top pressure cooker
Who's cooking the salmon? Touch that. It's cold.
be too much to juggle?
It's super hard to manage all you guys. I know you can do it. It is bad.
Master Chef Junior.
Tuesday at 7 on Fox 21.
As a historic storm moved across Colorado, we didn't waste your time telling you that we were in storm mode or under a breaking weather alert. Instead of flash and gimmicks, we focused on important impacts to life in southern Colorado, such as the timing of the storm, who will see the rain, who will see the snow, and where travel will be dangerous. If you want a level-headed approach that lets you and your loved ones be prepared in a way that respects your time and intelligence, the Fox 21 Storm Team's got you covered.
Oh, my love, I think I'm drowning. Take me down into the deep. Been so long since I've been found, yeah. Won't you come and rescue me?
Monday at 8 on Fox 21.
We are back at Widener Field, halftime of the home opener for Switchbacks FC. No score between Colorado Springs and Sacramento Republic FC. Ryan Kaufman back alongside with Roland Vargas. And Roland, no goals, but there were certainly plenty of highlights from that first half, an exciting first half of play.
Yeah, it started really well with Sacramento Republic with their free kick going really close to Clint Irwin's goal early on. You get a good look at the teams walking out there, Sacramento in white, Switchbacks in the home black and blue. It was a good play, good start to the first half. Got a little bit disjointed in the middle of the first half, and I thought ended on a high note as well. So all in all, a good 45 minutes here at Widener Field.
Yeah, and one player that stood out to me as you see the free kick that Roland mentioned, Sacramento thought it was tipped by Clint Irwin, and clearly not. One player that I thought, Roland, that was really key for Switchbacks FC as you take a look at Alex Milano, the first corner kick of the game for Switchbacks FC. But I thought that Ish Joam was very integral in what the Switchbacks did in that first half.
Yeah, and that's the name I was hoping you were going to mention. Ish Joam on that from that left back spot, getting up and down the left wing with the help of Saeed Robinson, who was tucking in defensively behind him when Ish Joam was pushing forward. Really created a lot for the Switchbacks. We get another look at Alex Milano there, pumping that ball in with the right foot, and there's Saeed Robinson just there picking that one up. This was a great chance for the young Jamaican off the beautiful left-footed ball from Jordan Burt. He was just, as you said out live call, maybe got caught up in the sun a little bit. Head and hands for the young Jamaican, just pushing his header wide.
I think overall, though, Switchbacks FC very encouraged by what happened in the first half as we see Shane Malcolm here. This was probably the second best opportunity the Switchbacks had in that first half. Got to give all credit to Josh Cohen, who made a terrific save on the play. As we take a look now at the stats through 45 minutes of play, we knew these two teams would be pretty even, pretty well matched up, but look at that, 62% possession. Switchbacks FC really made that first half theirs.
Yeah, they certainly did. They played the ball around. We talked about the long balls going a little bit wide for both teams in the first half, but the Switchbacks were able to control things, get themselves behind the ball, work side to side, just not able to get in behind Sacramento Republic and create too many goal-scoring opportunities. Shots very even, shots on target, just edged by Sacramento Republic.
As we take now a look at the upcoming schedule here, or we'll do that in just 1 second here. If the Switchbacks can have 62% possession through the next 45 minutes, I'm sure that they'll be on the right side of the scoreboard here tonight in their home opener. As we look ahead, Roland, one of the exciting new clubs in the USL Championship, New Mexico United, taking on a regional rival in Phoenix Rising FC.
Yeah, it's going to be the first match of the Four Corners Cup. Really excited to see that one. New Mexico United and Phoenix Rising both got draws in their first game. Phoenix Rising a 3-3 with San Antonio. New Mexico 1-1 with Fresno. Coming into the league, 1,000 down there in the land of enchantment. To watch them play in their first game, they're going to be going on the road. That's going to be a really exciting game to open up that Four Corners Cup in the USL Championship.
And, of course, the Four Corners Cup, the Switchbacks are involved in that as well. So look forward to playing those two teams, some former teammates on those teams as well. But right now, the Switchbacks' focus is on the second 45 minutes here against Sacramento Republic FC, as Sacramento will get a quick throw in here to open the second half of play on the near side.
Yeah, just damaging our Z-trip corner kick sign there just a little bit. Sacramento Republic going through. Ish Joan, the player that we talked about, you highlighted during the halftime there. He's going to make that clearance with his right foot. Looking for Mike Seth. Ball just ran a little bit long. Going to the spell of the Switchback striker, Mike Seth.
Now, good play there by Jordan Schweitzer. Gets it out to the near side for Saeed Robinson. We saw during the highlights of the first half, Saeed get involved a couple of times, but as a whole, the Switchbacks really played on the opposite side of the field. We'll see now if Saeed Robinson gets a little bit more involved. Of course, Ish Joan was a big reason why they didn't involve Saeed a lot, but I would imagine the Jamaican will be relied upon here in the second half. He's right on cue. He sends this one to the far side for Jordan Burr, who goes down, taken away by Mitch Tainer. He'll send that one out towards midfield. Jordan Schweitzer, first one on it for Switchbacks FC.
And as you said, right on cue was a nice switch of play from Saeed Robinson, looking for that run from the right back. The Switchbacks captain, Jordan Bird, marauding down the field as he so often does on the right side of the field. Just unable to bring that one under control, but a good start very early on in the second half here for the Switchbacks FC. They look very comfortable in possession.
Jamal Jack gets this one up to Ronnie Argetta. Quick touch over to Ish Joan, back to Ronnie. Couldn't quite gain possession. This one sent towards the top of the 18. Owasa with it, goes down. Owasa not thrilled with the lack of a call there, but the referee told him immediately that there was no contact worthy of a whistle. So now we continue play. Mike Seth running after it.
I think Jamal Jack was even less thrilled by how easily Owasa went down there. Jamal Jack tried to extend a hand of sympathy afterwards. Owasa wanting no part of that, but Sacramento Republic, as you said, back on the front foot now on the right side with Tyler Blackwood.
Gomez with it. Gomez tried to send it inside. Robinson blocked it. Now Blackwood with a left-footed shot. That one easily wide of the goal. And Clint Irwin will have a goal kick.
Yeah, just looking too much of that one with the left foot was Blackwood dragging that well wide. Clint Irwin's net, not really troubling the Rapids Looney at all. That strike will take its time before restarting this one. Might look long, real long to Mike Seth. Just going to drift in from an offside position.
Irwin sends this one downfield, headed back by Seth, right to a Sacramento player, and now they headed forward. Owasa going after it. Ari able to take it away. Now Jordan Schweitzer dribbling around, gives it back. Here to Jamal Jack. He'll just let Clint Irwin pick this one up.
It's good high pressure from Bonomo, Sacramento Republic. Of course, Jordan Schweitzer Go back to Clint Irwin. Switchbacks in no rush to get this ball forward.
Clint Irwin will send it to the near side for Jamal Jack. Jamal tees this one up, sends it over the top. Syed Robinson giving chase. Stutter steps, able to gain possession. Now sends it to the far side. Sacramento chests that one down and they'll clear it away.
What a great ball forward that was from Jamal Jack. Sacramento's in behind here with Tyler Blackwood.
Yeah, in comes Blackwood, tangled up with Ish Jome, and the ball's still loose. No whistle going against either side here. We play on. Sacramento with it.
How's the color?
Played back here to the middle for Skundrich. Now played out wide to Tainer. Now Werner trying to dribble down the far sideline. Gets it knocked away from an and out. Sacramento will have the throw-in, however.
Yeah, Drew Skundrich, a name that we didn't call out in the first half. Former Stanford player, won back-to-back-to-back NCAA championships with my former college coach, Jeremy Gunn. Who's now at Stanford. Really good player, but didn't get on the ball a lot in that first 45. We're going to look to get him more involved in Sacramento Republic as we see that cross go well high and handsome and behind Clint Irwin's net.
Irwin sends it out to the near side for Syed Robinson. Referee says not so fast. Sends it right back to Clint Irwin. Out to Jamal Jack. Jack looking to tee up the same play. Sends it over the top for Syed Robinson giving chase, but Robinson will not get there, and it will be a throw-in for Gomez and Sacramento Republic.
Yeah, you called it, looking for that exact same thing. Once again was Jamal Jack over the top for that fast run of Syed Robinson, just cutting it behind. Was unable to get on the end of that one. That ball just skipped off the surface, if anything, kind of accelerated a little bit there on Syed Robinson. Nice step forward from Ish Jome. Trying to win the ball back for the Switchbacks FC.
Wassa in the middle of the field, tapped away by Malcolm. Ball still loose, and it will roll into the arms of Josh Cohen.
That was unlucky for Shane Malcolm. It was a good high press. You saw that ball fired in off his shins. Nothing he can do about that one. Switchbacks will continue to really harry Sacramento Republic.
This one sent towards the top of the box. Physicality here. We didn't have any cards. We had our fair share of fouls.
Yeah, it was a very evenly played first half. Referee did a good job when he could to play advantage in a couple of those fouls that you talked about. Jordan Burt was unlucky to see an early challenge go against him that was right in front of our commentary position. On the west side of Widener Field here in Colorado Springs. But now Sacramento Republic, a good chance. Both center backs forward now for the visitors. Try to whip this ball in. Probably Ray Sari, the former S2 man with the right foot. Might favor him. We'll see if the outswing of the left foot is involved. But a good chance for Sacramento Republic. As I said, both center backs with a lot of height in the box for the visitors.
So Sari waiting for the go-ahead. He'll take it. Sends this one towards the front of the goal, and it's tapped out of play, but it will result in a corner kick for Sacramento Republic FC. So certainly a good result for the visitors, as Werner will trot down to the near side of the field, which means a Z-trip corner kick coming for Sacramento. Werner, one of the new additions to this Sacramento Republic side, got an assist on the lone Sacramento goal last week, as this one is sent in. Taken away by the Switchbacks. A lot of green in front of them. Switchbacks might have numbers. Ronnie Argueta pumping down the field. Still has possession. Sacramento recovers. Play to the near side. Shane Malcolm gets it over to Ish Jome. Jome with 3 white shirts around him. He'll play this one front of the goal. Tapped away by Sacramento. Cleared out of danger there. But Shane Malcolm able to get it right back. Malcolm plays this one up to Robinson. Backheel trying to get it back to Shane Malcolm. Could not find him in this one. Sent out by Sacramento.
Yeah, it'll be leave it an offside. Signal by the assistant referee on the far side of the field. Welcome into Widener Field, home of the Switchbacks FC. Chilly night in Colorado Springs after, as you said, massive storm in midweek. Really disrupted plans for the Switchbacks as practice. Had to move inside. Take a look. Shane Malcolm just trying to lay that one off. I'm just going to call Shane Malcolm on the foul. I apologize calling that offside earlier. Just on Shane Malcolm there, running into the defender. Cohen restarts this one long. Switchbacks will possess quite comfortably. Clint Irwin.
Yeah, you mentioned the storm midweek. It's been more than 2 decades since people here in Colorado Springs have seen a storm like we had in the middle of the week. I'm still waiting for the right moment to unleash the phrase bomb cyclone, but that's what it was called. And it was every bit that.
Well, yeah.
Well, like using it in like a real flow of the action.
Okay, I got you. A more newsy way.
Ish Joan will send that to the middle for Opari. And now tapped away by Sacramento. Clint Irwin keeps it in play. Over to his Rapids and now Switchbacks teammate Opari. Sacramento with it just outside the 18. Good job there by the Switchbacks to come out and clear that ball away. Onto the near side, and that one was flipped off of Saeed Robinson. Fans follow the Switchbacks and the rest of the USL Championship all season long on ESPN+, home of the USL, MLS, UFC, and more. Join the over 2 million sports fans who have already discovered ESPN+ and watch the championship live every week. Sign up today at ESPNplus.com. And now the ball into the box, and there is a Sacramento player that's down. I think that's Werner.
Yeah,
just grabbing his shin.
Yeah, it was Jamal Jack coming across, making the challenge. He's going to get himself into the book for that one. Sacramento Republic players are less than thrilled about that. It was a flying challenge, trying to stop that cross coming in. Jamal Jack moving across from that center back position, going for the challenge. Doesn't get a piece of the ball, follows through, takes the man, picks up the first yellow card of tonight's game. And Sacramento Republic are going to have a penalty kick because of that. Hanson Hot Springs yellow card. Unlucky for Jamal Jack. A great performance so far. We see he steps up for the visitors to take this penalty against Clint Irwin.
That will be Owasa, Cameron Owasa, who will take this one against Clint Irwin. Irwin hydrating before he steps in. Certainly doesn't want to get in the goal until he absolutely has to, because don't want to try to tip off Owasa in any way, shape, or form. So coming up, we will have a Nieder's penalty kick. The referee is over by the Sacramento bench discussing something. Maybe Sacramento wanted a straight red for Jamal Jack. I think that's a little bit too much to ask, but look, the damage could be done here if Owasa finds a way to beat Clint Irwin.
Certainly what the Sacramento Republic bench were asking for, referee just going across to calm them down. It's going to be Owasa versus Irwin.
Clint Irwin assigned to the Switchbacks from the Colorado Rapids midweek. Can he make a huge first impression on these Switchbacks fans? Owasa contemplating. These fans here at Widener Field getting loud, trying to throw off Owasa. Owasa looking to step up, takes a chip shot and finds the back of the net. Sacramento Republic FC has opened the scoring here in the 57th minute with a penalty kick goal from Cameron Owasa, his first of the season. And for the first time in this young 2019 campaign, the Switchbacks are down.
Yeah, so cool, calm, and collected by the former UC Irvine anteater. Cameron Owasa just waited for Irwin to make his move and then just cheekily tapped that ball almost down the center, just to the goalkeeper's right. Sacramento Republic 1-0. They lead. 58th minute here. Widener Field in Colorado Springs through that man, Cameron Owasa.
So now we restart. Switchbacks looking to answer quickly here. You don't want to spend the majority of the second half trailing 1-0. You want to find a way to get this thing back level. As Milano will dribble down the near side. He's a good guy to try and level it. Milano dribbling. Plays it over to Malcolm. Malcolm back to Milano. Tripped up, and it will be a whistle. But I think this one is just above the 18.
Just barely outside the box. If anything, the Switchbacks are going to try to bring this ball back a little bit. It's going to be very difficult to get this ball up, over, and then back down on Cohen's goal from being so close to the 18. See Jome and Milano both want a piece of this one. Perfect position for either the right or the left foot. Obviously, it'll be the right foot of Milano, the left foot of Jome. Great job by the Switchbacks to give up that goal and come straight down the field. Alex Milano leading the charge. Takes that little layoff and is fouled just outside the box. Referees, you can see there on the replay, right on top of it. Milano really stepping over this one with some intent.
So here comes the joint chiropractic free kick. Jome, Alex Milano standing over it. Josh Cohen setting his wall. There will be 5 Sacramento Republic players in front of Alex and Ish. Alex runs up, takes it right into the wall. Right back to Milano, though. Back heels it to the near side for Saeed Robinson. Robinson curls it, far post. Cohen with a beat on it, and he'll bring it down.
Yeah, good idea from Saeed Robinson. Ball just hung up a little bit in the air. You see a bit of a clash of heads here. Referee's going to bring training staff onto the field. Sacramento Republic. Michael Kennan, I believe, saying he's okay. See what Milano was trying to do, trying to use that Switchbacks player at the end of the wall, try to curl that one around the wall. It was too close to get it up, over, and then back down, so he was just trying to go through and around the wall, but just barely unable to do that. You see the Switchbacks player on the end of that wall. Sacramento Republic stooping to head that one away, and then Saeed Robinson pumping that ball back in.
And you could see there on the initial free kick, Deckel Kanan went down immediately, but as soon as he went down, he immediately told his bench that he didn't need to be substituted for. Now here comes Sacramento back the other way with the shot. That would have been disastrous for the home side, but it clears the crossbar easily. Werner upset with himself there.
Yeah, game really getting stretched now. Sacramento Republic straight down the other end off that restart in behind the Switchbacks on that right side. Ryan Hansen over Clint Irwin's net. Played an hour here at Widener Field, Colorado Springs. Switchbacks living dangerously, obviously going down 2 goals would be disastrous, but Sacramento Republic really trying to catch the Switchbacks out. Obviously the Switchbacks have to push as many players forward now as they can to try to get this equalizing goal. Last half an hour, Sacramento trying to take advantage of that.
As we take a look here at our Jack Quinn's fan of the game, we're wearing the same headwear. That's quite the coincidence.
Certainly are.
A lot of fans here at Widener Field for the home opener. Of course, the performance they put on in Carson certainly got more people out to the stadium tonight, as this one crossed in, headed away by Sacramento, even though they didn't mean to head it away. Now it's sent right back towards goal. Nearly went into the back of the net. My goodness, how close was that? Just off the post, and now Sacramento getting it back.
Yeah, just kissed the bottom side of the post after it looped agonizingly over, killing Irwin. Nothing that Irwin could do about that one. And Sacramento Republic back on the attack again. They'll have another strike at goal. And a good save from Clint Irwin not to give up the rebound. There were a couple of Republic players on the doorstep there, as we see this one just drifting agonizingly over Clint Irwin. Nothing you can do about that one. I think it might have gotten a flick off of the backside of Jordan Bird. You see the angle on that ball, just kissing the outside of the post.
Fans get updates and alerts all year long by following your club on ESPN.com. Search for Switchbacks FC, then click the follow button to keep up with the latest news and scores. Plus, get reminders on the Switchbacks next match. Go to ESPN.com now and click follow for your club. Sacramento will send this one down the field. Switchbacks have a beat on it. Field tilted in Sacramento's direction right now. Everything working for them. They get the foul call in the box on Jamal Jack. Wassa beats Clint Irwin, and here we are, 1-0, Sacramento on top. Jome, such a good first half for him, looking to find his legs here in the second half. Ronnie Argueta gives this one up to Shane Malcolm. Malcolm lays it to the near side. It's taken away by Sacramento. Wassa trying to start up the field, and a whistle here. That was Ray Sari, actually, who got taken down.
Sari and Wassa have very similar hairstylists, probably the same hairstylist. Jordan Schweitzer getting whistled for the foul there.
Yeah, Schweitzer coming across the former University of Tulsa Golden Hurricane. Ray Sari.
Who's up, who's down, where does your club sit? Find out every Monday in the official USL Championship Power Rankings, only on USLChampionship.com.
Switchbacks leading that list of the USL Championship Power Rankings after that wonderful performance. Jumping out to that early Western Conference lead after week 1. One win. The City of Angels out in Los Angeles. Being pegged back here by a really impressive performance by a very active Sacramento Republic FC team so far. Change play here at Widener Field.
To the near side for Blackwood. He'll give this one on to Gomez. Back to Blackwood. Now to the middle of the field with the Skundridge. Now played out wide. Sacramento patient here. They'll now fire this one back to Cohen. Mike Seth lurking, he'll send this one downfield, and it's over everyone's head except Clint Irwin's, and he'll play it off a hop immediately. Throws it out to Apari. Jamal Jack. Jamal wants to bring it up the field, out near side to Ish Joan. Joan to Milano. Alex gets it taken away. Sacramento back with it. Gomez will send this one out of play. Seems like the Switchbacks are bordering on too careful right now. They're trying to make the perfect pass instead of just getting the ball downfield and getting it to their playmakers.
Yeah, and Sacramento Republic have done a really good job of shutting down some of those playmakers, and particularly Mike Seth. Every time Mike Seth gets into a position inside the Sacramento Republic half, he's got a couple players just sort of bookending him, a couple defenders, not much that Mike Seth can do. That's such a dangerous player for the Switchbacks FC going forward. Switchbacks are going to make a change. You see Ish Jones making a great move down the left wing for the Switchbacks.
He gets taken down, and no whistle.
Yeah, that was a really heavy tackle on Joe. Coming in there after just a brilliant piece of skill to get himself that space. He's holding that left leg. Hopefully he's going to be all right. He's had a great game, but one of the bright spots for the Switchbacks so far in this game at Widener Field is the Switchbacks are going to make that first sub of the evening on the far side of the field.
And it will be defender Chris Reeves, yet another new addition to the Switchbacks. Spent a lot of time in the FC Dallas system, and a welcome addition to the club for sure. Chris Reeves, our Gold's Gym substitution here in the 66th minute. And Kofi Apari will come out, sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just saying going to come in for Apari. Perhaps Apari just lacking that top end match fitness coming down from the Rapids. I'm not sure how much training he's been able to do the last couple days with that storm, but Chris Reeves was really impressed with him in that game against Los Angeles, slotting in there next to Jamal Jack. Really good center back partnership for the Switchbacks FC. Now Reeves will come in here and he's trying to change things up for the Switchbacks. As we see Joe going to take that throw in for the Switchbacks on the left-hand side. Now Alex Milano. See it out. Tricky feet to get himself some space, just unable to run that ball down.
So Sacramento will throw this one in. First change made by Steve Trichu is a defensive one, but as you said, Roland, part of the reason why Apari and Irwin are down here is to accelerate their rehab from injury, both of them coming off of injury, so certainly workload management on Steve Trichu's mind. And now Switchbacks will have 2 more substitutions if Coach Trichu decides to make them. I would imagine the next one he makes will be more of an offensive substitution, as now there's a foul call. As Mike, it looked like one of the 50-50 balls. Mike Seth was going up alongside a Sacramento player, and clearly the Sacramento Republic player took the worst of it. Let's take a look here as Mike Seth going up for it, and it was Mitch Tainer who goes down hard. Mike Seth remains on his feet. So Tainer now will take a moment to himself before he gets back to his feet.
Yeah, nothing extra from the referee on that one. Not much that Mike Seth can do. Have to use your arms to jump, obviously. You see Mitch Tainer back up, ready for that one. As you Chris Reeves is coming in, perhaps just a forced substitution. Sees the Sacramento Republic staff on the far side of the field. Chris Reeves will also change things up, give the Switchbacks another dimension as well from some of the set pieces. Very big player, dangerous player. Free kicks and corner kicks as Mike Seth once again wins another flick on, just no teammates there to win that ball. Mike Seth left to do a lot of it on his own. Tyler Blackwood trying to get it behind the Switchbacks, but it's Jome on the cover.
And Jome will try to get it around Blackwood. This gets him to touch that one up, so Ish Jome will throw it in on the near side. And now Saeed Robinson stretched out a little bit too much, but that was because of the defender on him, and now a whistle will go against the visitors as Ish Jome immediately stands over the ball.
Jamaican just pulled down there. Excuse me, Ryan. Ish Jome going to leave that one off. He'll make his way forward. So dangerous, Ish Jome. We saw the skill that he just unleashed inside the Sacramento half to get the Switchbacks that opportunity just a couple minutes ago. This ball will be pumped forward once again, I believe. Looking for Mike Seth, and this one's going to go into Saeed Robinson.
And it's headed out by Gomez. Saeed Robinson immediately runs up to it. Switchbacks want to hurry here. They get it into Milano. Not much on the pass to Ronnie Argueta allows Sacramento to take it away. Werner now dispossessed. Jordan Schweitzer back within the midfield circle. Off to Argueta. Jome dribbling up the near sideline. Has Blackwood on him. He'll curl it far post. And Cohen is there. Mike Seth was bearing down on him, but Cohen able to reach up and grab it.
And a good early call from Cohen coming out and collecting that ball. Strong hands. A good look there. Mike Seth leading the line for the Switchbacks FC. So glad to see him back. Spending that season last year in San Antonio. Played in a lot of different positions in San Antonio. So Jamal Jack rising up to win that one, and Ronnie Argueta cleaning up and pinging that ball out to Alex Milano, his good friend. Ronnie Argueta continuing his run forward. This is a good move here from the Switchbacks FC. They've got Ronnie Argueta out to the left. Shane Malcolm now. Nice run from out to in.
And Malcolm sends this one far post looking for Mike Seth. Ball still in play for a moment and then out. And now Sacramento unhappy because this is going to be a Switchbacks corner kick.
Yeah, their first accelerated wealth corner kick of the evening for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. Alex Milano trying to cross to whip this ball in with his right foot. The accelerated wealth corner kick. Both center backs forward now. Reeves and Jamal Jack. The Switchbacks. Ball hung up ever so long off that play from Mike Seth. Hits the standing foot. Seth just comes over, helps it out. The Switchbacks with the corner kick. Milano now just to change the angle.
Milano will send this one in. Sacramento able to tip it out. Now Saeed Robinson runs this one down. Saeed to the midfield circle here for Jordan Schweitzer. Schweitzer downfield. And the Switchbacks couldn't hold it in. Sacramento will throw it in. So now Steve Tritchu looks like he's getting up a player off the bench, so we should see a substitution very soon for Switchbacks FC. They've made one already with Chris Reeves coming in with Kofi Opari as you take a look at Steve Tritchu. Now the ball over to Ish Jome. Jome to Saeed Robinson. Robinson waiting patiently, trying to find some space. Gets it to Ronnie Argueta. Now to Shane Malcolm, hat-trick hero last week. Malcolm back to Robinson. Saeed trying to get it to Malcolm, and it's taken away.
Yeah, just too many players in white and gray striped shirts there in front of the goal for the Switchbacks to work in anything behind.
Now Ish Jome dribbles to his right, further to his right, now plays it back to Chris Reeves. Reeves sends this one down to the box, headed by Burr, but right into the arms of Cohen, who smothers it in front of his goal.
Smart run from Jordan Burr, just making his way from that right back position, just drifting into the box, trying to get on the end of that diagonal ball as you see Steve Tritchu on the far side of the field trying to key up his players, just increase the pace of play a little bit for the Switchbacks FC. It was a nice ball. Now Jordan Burr just not able to get the purchase on his header. That ball looking on the far side for Tyler Blackwood. Jordan Schweitzer is going to clean this up and calm things down for the Switchbacks FC and restart with Ronnie Argueta.
Argueta on the near side, looking for that run of Saeed Robinson, just a little bit out of his reach. Sacramento with it. Saeed stayed with the play. Did he earn a corner? It's still in play. Saeed Robinson takes a shot. That one blocked. Goes right to Ish Jome. Jome gets tripped up a little bit. And now Saeed trying to take it away from Sari. Sari pushes his way up the field. Now gives this one off to Werner. Or Wassa, excuse me. He was going over to Werner far side. I was just being prophetic. Picked up by the Switchbacks. They'll play this one forward, and a whistle here as Jordan Berg gets taken down right in the middle of the field. And now in the 73rd minute, we're going to see the second substitution of the game for Switchbacks FC.
We certainly are. Alex Milano's going to come off. Ibrahim Yaro's going to come on. Another young player.
Another set-piece specialist for Switchbacks FC.
And another fresh face for the Switchbacks FC. Ibrahim Yaro, a real spark plug for the Switchbacks. Diminutive player, really makes up for it. That part, that work rate is the Sacramento Republic FC are going to make a change as well. Hayden Partain going to come into this game. Fun Hayden Partain fact, he played against his teammate Drew Skundrick in the 2016 NCAA final for Partain for Wake Forest, Skundrick for the aforementioned Stanford Cardinal. So we see the change.
What was the final score of that, man?
I don't know.
Okay. Still an impressive piece of trivia there as Chris Reeves quickly restarts. So Yaro into the game for Switchbacks FC. Partain in for Sacramento. Now Owasa with it. Picked up by Shane Malcolm. Owasa on the far side. Goes down, loses it out. Switchbacks quickly pick it up.
Switchbacks not trying to waste any time. Get this ball in right in front of the fourth official. USL Championship Board as we get a look there at Ibrahim Yaro onto the field for the Switchbacks FC.
Now this one flicked forward by Sacramento. Kept in play. Or was it? It apparently went out on the far side. And now the Switchbacks will throw it in. Rolled back to Clint Irwin. Getting now down to the nitty-gritty here at Widener Field. Less than 15 minutes for the Switchbacks to try and equalize. As Gomez sends this one back to Cohen. Shane Malcolm and Mike Seth pressuring. And Cohen just gets it away as Malcolm tries to pounce on it. Now Yaro runs this one down. Yaro gets it back to Clint Irwin. Up to Jamal Jack. Ronnie Argueta. Schweitzer.
Credit to Sacramento Republic with how high they're pressing the Switchbacks as well, not letting the Switchbacks easily get out of their half. But the Switchbacks doing a good job finding that bubble in between midfield and defense here. Nice run down the right-hand side by Saeed Robinson.
Yeah, send it far post. Miss header by Argueta. There's Ish Jome. To get on it. Ish trying to get around his defender. Now trying to send it in. Switchbacks want a handball. They don't get it. Ball back out to midfield. Jamal Jack quickly down to Schweitzer. Schweitzer over to Malcolm. Shane steps away, and Sacramento again helping each other out on that back line. You sidestep one, and another defender is staring you right in the face as Sacramento back the other way. Such a difficult team. Both of these teams are really among the best in the USL last year in terms of team defending, helping each other out, making sure that there's no space on that back line. And now Sacramento with it on the near side. Play. Sacramento.
Skundrich going to pick up the yellow. Just for that challenge, just inside the Switchbacks half. The Switchbacks time to regroup. It was great work from Mike Seth working back. Yellow card for Drew Skundrich. Hanson Hot Springs yellow card.
We'll also have a Gold's Gym substitution here for Sacramento. And coming into the match will be Jaime Villarreal. We'll see who is going to be placing. It might be Skundrich here. Let's see who's Ray Sorry.
Looks like the former
It is Sorry.
S2 man, Ray Sorry. A lot of experience in the USL Championship. As you said, the gold shim substitution on the far side of the field. Hashtag weight room. Sacramento Republic just going to bring in some fresh legs. Ibrahim Yarrow look to bring this ball forward.
It's to Joam. Ish Joam. Plays it over to Burt. Back to Schweitzer. Schweitzer to Yarrow. Yarrow's in, obviously, to help defend, but he's so good on set pieces. That's what it seems like Steve Trichu is banking on with Chris Reeves and Yarrow coming in, is that his team will earn one or maybe more corners or free kicks. He's brought in guys that are certainly capable in those situations. First things first, though, the Switchbacks got to earn one. Jamal Jack plays it out wide. Syed Robinson on it. Robinson turns it up the field. Syed Robinson still with a burst of speed here in the 79th minute. Now gets this one into Shane Malcolm. Malcolm turns. Malcolm with the defender all over him, and he'll play it off, and there we go. We'll get at least the one corner kick here in the last 10 or so minutes. Ish Joam will go over for the accelerated Wealth corner kick.
Well, the Switchbacks central defenders now Reeves and Jamal Jack forward for this one. It's going to be an in-swinger this time, obviously, with Alex Milano taking a seat on the bench.
Here's just Joam, raises one hand. Now he'll send it in, far post, tipped away by Cohen. This one will roll out, and we'll have another corner kick, this time from the near side of the field, which I know that Ish Joam prefers.
Good goalkeeping, quick feet there. You see the Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick this time with Ish Joam, as you said, now swinger. Once again, both center backs forward. Jordan Schweitzer just lurking on the edge of the box as well. Ball pops out to him. He can take it short. I think Ish Joam will hit the penalty spot here.
Joam sends it in, headed by Switchbacks FC. It was Jordan Burt who got his head on it. He had a goal last week. Unfortunately, there did not get it. And Sacramento can breathe a collective sigh of relief here in the 80th minute as they remain on top by one.
Yeah, it's so difficult for Jordan Burt, running back toward his own goal, trying to crane his neck behind that ball, get the power and placement on that one. It flies above Cohen's net. Take the goal kick as we see here. Great ball in from Joam on this first corner kick, and that's good goalkeeping, good feet there. Get himself across Cohen to tip that one out. And then Jordan Burt for this Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick. Just going blind to the goal there. Switchbacks FC.
Back to live action now. Sacramento with something brewing, but they're way offside. Whistle with the flag up. So the Switchbacks will restart. 81st minute, down 1-0. Yarrow plays it to Joam. Back to Ibrahim Yarrow. Yarrow up to Argueta. Ronnie back to Schweitzer, and now taken away by Sacramento. They'll push it up the field. Skundrich plays it up. Good ball. Here's a shot, and that one just wide. Very nearly a 2-0 lead, and Sacramento once again calling for the corner kick. Rather, they won't get it. Thankfully for the Switchback's sake.
Yeah, Clint Irwin won't get credited for a save there, but he did a great job coming out, closing down that angle and forcing that shot to be taken a lot sooner than it wanted to be. And it goes fizzing wide of the Switchback's net. As we see here, just a flying man in orange there, Clint Irwin forcing that shot wide. Switchbacks living dangerously. Sacramento Republic trying to pick them off on the break as the Switchbacks flood forward, trying to get an equalizing goal here at Widener Field.
Here's this Joam with Gomez on him. Joam steps away, sends this one in, and he'll earn another corner kick here. So this is what the Switchbacks want to do down the stretch. They want to get those corners, those free kicks, and try to score off of the set piece as Joam will get a ball thrown into play. And it will be a Pikes Peak National Bank corner kick here as Ish Joam taking all of the corner kick duties here in the second half. Swings that left foot through. Now this one loose in the box. Syed Robinson gets this one out, and now Sacramento able to pounce on it. Iwasa rolling down the far side of the field, has Saeed Robinson on him, still pushing forward, fighting off the thinner defender as Awasa finally loses the ball. Yarrow able to come up with it, up to Jamal Jack. 83rd minute, Sacramento takes it away. Now a pass tipped away.
Great job by Jordan Schweitzer dropping back into that defensive line there for the Switchbacks FC, making himself one of the back four for the Switchbacks, and picking that ball off as the Switchbacks come forward now with Shane Malcolm.
Malcolm to the near side for Joan. Joan sends this one in. First touch by Sacramento, still in the box. Sacramento able to get it out to the near side, and they'll finally clear it out of play.
Yeah, Ronnie Argueta just trying to flick that ball goalward. Really unlucky. It was a nice ball in. Switchbacks in a good attack forward. Change of point of attack here with Ibrahim Yarrow looking for Mike Seth. Ball just not going to reach him. Good defense once again by Sacramento Republic.
And now the Sacramento Republic sent downfield. Clint Irwin has it on his foot. Yarrow now to the middle for Jamal Jack. Excuse me, Yarrow here on the near side now. Over to Ish Joan. Joan over to Malcolm. Shane Malcolm with a defender on him. Steps back, gets some breathing room. Now leaves it for Yarrow. To the near side, Argueta. Quick touch over to Joan. Now Schweitzer. Plays it out wide, good idea. Chris Reeves runs underneath it. Reeves, he'll fire that one just wide.
Yeah, he was just stretching to reach that ball at the end, right at the critical moment. It was Chris Reeves trying to play that ball to the far stick. Ronnie Argueta once again had made a great run forward. He was just lurking in the back post, but that cross was unable to find him. Unlucky for the Switchbacks FC, just that final pass there, letting them down, but a nice step forward from Chris Reeves in that center back spot. The second half substitute came in. Kofi Opari.
Well, Josh Cohen, certainly in no big hurry, finally puts his left foot through the ball, sends it all the way downfield, bounces away from Yarrow. He'll head it back to Clint Irwin.
Smart play from Yarrow. He's done well since he's come on. Real spark plug for the Switchbacks FC. Slotting into that left back position, letting Ish Joan push further forward down the left-hand side for the Switchbacks. They're going to look to find him now. Ronnie Argueta looking that way.
Argueta to the near side for Yarrow. Now up to Ish Joan. Joan deflects it off of a Sacramento player, and it'll be a quick throw in. Finds Shane Malcolm. Malcolm getting tied up here, stays on his feet, keeps possession, now pushing through forward, and 3 Sacramento players converge to take the ball away. Now Yarrow back with it. Over to Jordan Schweitzer. Schweitzer sends it out to the far side for Saeed Robinson. Robinson pushing this one to the middle of the field now. Robinson still with it, turns, plays it over to Reeves, now out to Seth. Now tapped away. With it at the top of the 18 as Shane Malcolm tried to backhill it. A little too cute there, taken away by Sacramento.
Yeah, it was a nice idea trying to get Saeed Robinson in. Nice 1-2. Just unable to get on the end of the Jamaican's foot there. Off the back heel from Shane Malcolm. Sacramento Republic might just be happy to hold this ball for as long as they can, see if they can wind down the clock. They'll be able to do just that with the throw-in.
Well, let's take a look here at our critical moment of the match. And it was the Penrose St. Francis critical moment. Foul on Jamal Jack, yellow card, led to a penalty kick for Awasa. And he, as the scoreboard is evidence of, made that penalty kick. And the Switchbacks now trying to get back level. Again, our Penrose St. Francis critical moment of the game.
And once again, Sam Werner, as he did in the last game against the Real Monarchs of Salt Lake City, for Sacramento Republic, doing a good job bursting forward there, forcing Jamal Jack into that foul. Looks like the Switchbacks are going to make their third and final substitution. Next chance they get, next dead ball for the Switchbacks FC. Sacramento Republic doing everything they can to hold this ball and just wide down the clock. Good job passing it around. Switchbacks chasing frantically, led by Ronnie Argueta.
Andridge to the near side for Gomez. Gomez taking the space that he's given, plays it around. Now tapped out out by Switchbacks FC, so there's that dead ball we were calling for, and now here comes the final substitution of the evening. And it looks like Saeed Robinson is going to be the one coming out, so we'll have an offensive substitution here for Switchbacks FC. Meanwhile, Sacramento quickly restarting. They take it down to the corner. Jamal Jack defending, trying to force his man and the ball out. Forces one of those things out. Now sends this one downfield. Mike Seth running after it. Ball played back to Cohen. Cohen sends it off the side of his foot. Not a great kick. And now the Switchbacks will get a chance here to restart as referee blew the whistle back there.
Yeah, he just did, blew that whistle dead. Hard time hearing him here in Widener Field. Ish Joam now on the left-hand side for the Switchbacks FC. Leaving this one off. Jamal Jack played over to Chris Reeves. Being pushed very far forward. More of a back two now for the Switchbacks FC as they go chasing this equalizing goal.
There's Jordan Burt, the captain, with it at the top of the 18, tipped away by Sacramento. Shane Malcolm gets it back. Malcolm with the shot, Cohen with the save.
Yeah, I thought he was just going to give up a rebound beginning there, but Cohen got his chest behind that one as he get a great look at Shane Malcolm, the reigning USL Championship Player of the Week. Cohen, good job there, just collecting that one on the second opportunity, not giving up the rebound as there were Switchbacks all over the place crashing the net.
As we take a look at it again, great sequence by Shane Malcolm, and he'll send this one in. Cohen able to make the save as he has multiple times in this game. Kept Switchbacks on FC off the board as Clint Irwin gives this one up to Jamal Jack.
I was going to say we're going to see 4 minutes of TikTok shop stoppage time here in Widener Field, Colorado Springs. More than enough time for the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC to find themselves an equalizer here at Widener Field.
Arqueta trying to play it down to Joam. Gomez beats him to it and sends it out of play. We had no stoppage time in the first half, so this is a nice change of pace. Certainly with the Switchbacks trailing, we could use a few extra minutes.
Yeah, minimum of 4 minutes. Yarrow going to change the point of attack for the Switchbacks FC. Looking long for Shane Malcolm, who's pushed really far forward. Jordan Burt now in a central position.
Burt got it taken away from behind. That was Owasso. Now Owasso, the goal-scoring hero so far for Sacramento. Now with it out wide is Sacramento Republic. Now played back. In the middle of the field. Again, 4 minutes of TikTok shop stoppage time. Now Sacramento down the far sideline. Chris Reeves defending and still defending as the ball is still in play. Sacramento player stiff-arming Chris Reeves, not allowing him to get to the ball. And now Jamal Jack comes over to help out, able to take the ball away. Now played up the field, taken away by Sacramento. Again, they'll send it down to the corner, this time out of the reach of its intended target. We'll have a goal kick, and certainly the Switchbacks will be reversing fields here, trying to get Sacramento out of shape. Now this one sent downfield. Shane Malcolm has it on the near side. Malcolm one-on-one, dribbling into the box, plays it over, has a man, shot blocked out front, headed away by Sacramento. Shane Malcolm runs it down though, keeps it alive for Switchbacks FC. Into the box, Switchbacks with it, still with it. Sacramento able to gain possession and they clear.
Yeah, what a bit of possession there for Shane Malcolm, brilliant. What a great ball it was from Jordan Schweitzer. He's going to look for the far side of the field now to Ish Joam. Shane Malcolm doing a great job setting the Switchbacks up. So unlucky not to be able to get a shot on Sacramento Republic FC's goal.
And now Owasso will chip this one for Gomez over his head and out. Ish Joam will throw this one in to Jordan Schweitzer. Ibrahim Yarrow saying go to the far side of the field with it. Now reverse directions and play it to Joam on the near side. Still time, but not as much as the Switchbacks would like. A collision there. Good call by the referee there. This is clearly Portain separating himself with Ish Joam by extending that arm. So now Joam will have a free kick, a joint chiropractic free kick. See who he tries to link up with here. Everybody lined up on the far post. Joam steps up, sends this one far post, and it's headed straight up in the air by Sacramento, and now a whistle will stop play with just about a minute left in the game.
Yeah, unlucky there. Switchbacks called for offside as that ball went in toward Mike Seth. It was a good free kick. Sacramento just going to make another substitution just to wind down the clock, so we get a great look there. The Elkhart, Indiana native, Switchbacks captain Jordan Bird, former Butler Bulldog.
And now it will be Matt Mahoney. Well, maybe. There he is, coming back. Thought he had second thoughts about coming in, but it will be Matt Mahoney, the third and final substitution of the game for Sacramento. But first, the Switchbacks have possession. Joan on the near side. Mike Seth, Shane Malcolm crashing the goal, head in, just wide. It deflected off of a Sacramento player, and then I thought it came right to Mike Seth. And Seth is not pleased with his inability to get that one in the back of the net.
Yeah, nothing that Mike Seth could do about that one. That ball hit him more than anything else with that ricochet so close in front of Mike Seth, who's great ball in from Joan. That ball just crashes into the chest, shoulder area of Mike Seth, and luckily for Sacramento, Republic goes just wide of the net, but it was a great run from Mike Seth. Nothing he can do about that one without deflection so close in front of him.
So Mahoney will come in for Bonomo. That will be our third Gold's Gym substitution for Sacramento. And Josh Cohen will send this one downfield. Maybe chance for one last gasp here for Switchbacks FC. That is if they can gain possession, which they do not. Sacramento sends this one over the top to Iwasa. Now cutting in front is Jamal Jack. Over to Yarrow. Keep the play going, or the Switchbacks now taken away by Iwasa. He'll dribble it into the corner. Yarrow all over him, and Iwasa will get it tapped away. Now Mortain gingerly walks over. He won't need to throw it in because that will do it. Sacramento Republic FC comes in to Widener Field and spoils the 2019 home opener for Switchbacks FC. A penalty kick converted by Cameron Iwasa was the difference as Sacramento takes a 1-0 victory, their first victory of the season, and for Switchbacks FC, their first loss of the 2019 campaign. As we take a look at our Better Business Bureau man of the match, Ronnie Argueta, playing more of that defensive, or that more offensive, role with Jordan Schweitzer back in the lineup. He was really good tonight.
Yeah, I thought Ronnie Argueta was fantastic. As you said, Jordan Schweitzer gives him a lot of license to get forward alongside Alex Milano. Ronnie Argueta moved side to side, made a couple breaks forward down each wing for the Switchbacks FC. Desperately unlucky to be on the losing side for the Switchbacks. I thought Ronnie Argueta put in a great performance in his return here to the Switchbacks at Widener Field.
And they certainly had their chances, the Switchbacks did, but in the end, Josh Cohen and Sacramento Republic were up to the challenge, and they escaped Colorado Springs with a 1-0 victory. We will step aside, but don't go anywhere. We have more from Widener Field when we come back.
You might be smart, but are you a mental samurai?
A mental samurai has brains.
Which of these is an alpaca?
The one in the middle, lock it in.
Correct.
Well played.
A mental samurai is fast.
Shakespeare, Top Gun,
Guitar Hero, yes!
A mental samurai
Wow! Oh my God! Lock it in!
is ready for action.
Wrapped up like a Saturday night.
Mental Samurai.
Tuesday at 8 on Fox 21.
When a storm for the record books moved through Colorado, we didn't waste time telling you, we're going to be in storm mode, we're going to be in a breaking weather alert. Instead of flash and gimmicks, we focused on the impacts. Who's going to get rain? Who's going to get snow? Where the wind would be strongest and how strong it would be when travel would become dangerous and life-threatening. If you want a level-headed approach that lets you and your loved ones know what to expect in a way that respects your time and intelligence, the Fox 21 Storm Team's got you covered.
Thank you. Does she have a beard?
Master Chef Junior goes to the circus. And there's no clowning around.
Chop, 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 chop. I'm about to fight.
I'm not listening to a word the captain is saying.
Will a big top pressure cooker
Who's cooking the salmon? Touch that. It's cold.
be too much to juggle?
It's super hard to manage all you guys. I know you can do it. It is bad.
MasterChef Junior.
Tuesday at 7 on Fox 21.
Back here at Widener Field, where Sacramento Republic FC defeats Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 1-0, the final score, spoiling the home opener for Switchbacks FC. As we take a look now at how it happened tonight, Roland, the 1-0 score wouldn't suggest we had a lot of action, but we absolutely did.
Yeah, we certainly did. Look, going straight to the second half here was Jamal Jack coming across there on Warner, earning the penalty kick for Sacramento Republic, and this is just such a cheeky finish.
Yeah, Wassa knew exactly where he was going to go with it. Clint Irwin, unfortunately, did not. It ends up beating him as we take another look, and you could tell there Clint started shifting over to his left. He thought that's where Wassa was going. Wassa went straight down the middle, and that would be the difference in this match. As Switchbacks FC had their chances, they just could not. That nearly made it 2-0. As we take a look at it again, just glancing off the post. But Switchbacks FC had their chances here tonight. They just did not get it done.
Yeah.
But they will be back home 1 week from tonight, taking on San Antonio FC. Let's take a look at the statistical information from this game, Roland.
Yeah, we talked about it during the first half break, that possession really favoring the Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC. They just weren't able to do enough of that, really worry Sacramento Republic too much. They got those 2 shots on goal in the second half, but obviously it wasn't enough. Sacramento stayed strong, and a really strong road performance from them.
14 shots, 62% possession. You would think with those numbers, the home side would have come out on top. But unfortunately, it was not to be tonight, as Sacramento took advantage of their one opportunity they got on that penalty kick. So the first loss of the season for Switchbacks FC, as I mentioned, they can find a win next week against San Antonio, and tell them for our outstanding crew and my broadcast partner, Roland Vargas, I'm Ryan Kaufman saying goodnight from Widener Field, where Sacramento Republic FC beats Colorado Springs Switchbacks FC 1-0. And we will see you one week from tonight against San Antonio. Good night, everybody.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.